Now, when it comes to used cars, there are a lot of things you look for, and reliability is one of the most important. And if you are one of those Buy American folks, and that's how I was raised, there are a lot of choices when it comes to used cars. So we are going to check out some of the most reliable American used cars on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. First, like, subscribe, share the channel. Now, in my driving lifetime, I've had more used cars than new cars. But since my dad was a mechanic growing up and he would not work on my car if it wasn't American, that meant I bought American. Turns out a lot of people had the same rules for different reasons. Now, what about you? What were rules you had growing up when it came to used cars, either told to you by your folks or by yourself? Let me know down in the comments. All right, let's get into it. First, the things we all need to know. Now, the ground rules for this video was that they had to be American, 2000 or newer, and I didn't limit it to gas vehicles only, but I did limit it to gas hybrid or gas. Now, as of recent data, approximately 39 to 41 million used cars are bought each year in the United States. Now, that number fluctuates slightly depending on economic conditions, vehicle availability, and new car supply, which can influence used car demand. Now, used car sales consistently outpace new car sales, most often 2 to 1. In comparison, annual new car sales, they range from 13 to 15 million. Everybody got that? Good. Weird thing number 5, and this one shocked me, the Saturn Ion, 2004 to 2007. Now, the Ion was General Motors' attempt to offer a quirky, affordable, compact car under its now defunct Saturn brand. Now, while it never reached superstar status, the Ion has quietly built a reputation for basic reliability, low maintenance cost, and quirky charm. Under the hood, the Ion came equipped with a 2.2-liter Ecotec 4-cylinder engine, which proved to be a surprisingly durable and easy-to-service power plant. It delivers 26 to 35 miles per gallon, depending on whether you had the manual or automatic transmission. Manual is always going to get better mileage. Respectable for its time and still competitive for budget-conscious drivers today. In terms of durability, the Ion's later years, especially 2005 to 2007, fared better than its earlier run. The Ecotec engine is known to last well over 150,000 miles with routine maintenance. And parts are inexpensive thanks to GM's broad parts bin. While not exactly legendary in durability, it holds up better than many might expect. Now, a key pro of the Ion is its ultra-low cost of ownership. It's cheap to buy, it's easy to fix, and widely available in the used car market. Even major repairs don't break the bank. One major con is the cheap interior quality. Plastics are hard, control feels clunky, and the cabin was clearly designed on a budget. The center-mounted instrument cluster, yes really, also takes some getting used to. Here's a weird fact. The Ion came in a version called the Quad Coupe, which featured 2 rear-hinged suicide doors in back, an unusual setup for a compact car and possibly the most unexpected thing about it. As of 2025, a used Saturn typically sells for $2,000 to $4,000, depending on the mileage and condition. Now, while it may not win style points, the Ion offers an affordable way to get from point A to point B with fewer surprises than you'd think. Weird thing number 4, Chevy Malibu Hybrid, 2016 to 2019. The Malibu Hybrid is a mid-size sedan that quietly delivered impressive fuel efficiency, solid comfort, and modern features, without the buzz of its more famous hybrid rivals. Built on the same platform as the standard Malibu, the Hybrid uses a 1.8-liter 4-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor, producing a total of 182 horsepower. Where it really shines is fuel economy. The Malibu Hybrid offers an impressive 46 miles per gallon combined, 49 city, 43 highway, making it one of the most efficient mid-size sedans in its class during that period. It borrows technology from the Chevy Bolt, including regenerative braking and a seamless transition between gas and electric power. Reliability is above average. While the Malibu name has its ups and downs over the years, I had one, yeah, they had their downs too. This particular hybrid generation has been praised for smooth performance and relatively few drivetrain issues. It's generally reliable up to 150,000 to 200,000 miles with standard maintenance, and hybrid battery problems are rare. A key pro of the Malibu Hybrid is its roomy, quiet cabin and comfortable ride. It offers a relaxed driving experience with plenty of space for passengers and a large trunk for a hybrid. Not something you can always count on. Now on the con side, Malibu Hybrid doesn't allow for pure electric driving like some other hybrids. The gas engine is always part of the equation, so those hoping for a silent EV-style cruising, they're going to be disappointed. Now here's a weird fact. Despite its modern design, it retained an analog volume knob and physical climate buttons, a rare and oddly comforting touch in a sea of touchscreen-only controls. Average used price for a 2016 to 2019 Malibu Hybrid is around $10,000 to $16,000, depending on mileage and condition. Weird thing number 3, the Ford Focus from 2009 to 2011, 2015 to 2018 with the manual transmission. Now this series of Ford Focus in those years stands out as one of the more dependable and budget-friendly compact cars Ford has produced in the last couple decades, provided you skip the automatic. While the automatic transmission, especially the infamous power shift double clutch, I had that, it's not fun, gave the Focus a bad rap. The manual transmission versions have proven to be far more reliable and rewarding to drive. These models typically come with a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine offering 26 to 38 mpg combined, depending on year and trim. They're not hybrids, but they're still very efficient, especially for drivers who spend more time on the highway than in traffic. In terms of reliability, the manual transmission versions sidestep the notorious transmission issues of the automatics. Engine and drivetrain components tend to last well past 150,000 miles, and maintenance is straightforward and affordable. Regular oil changes and clutch care are typically all it takes to keep them humming along. A big pro of these Focus models is the fun-to-drive nature. The steering is responsive, the chassis feels nimble, and the manual transmission actually makes commuting, dare we say it, kind of enjoyable. A notable con is the cheap interior materials. Especially in the earlier years, plastics felt thin and road noise can be noticeable at highway speeds. But then again, it's a budget compact, it's not a luxury cruiser. One weird fact, the 2009 to 2011 Focus had an option for a built-in ambient lighting with color-changing LEDs, so you could cruise around with purple footwell lights like it's a mobile club. As of 2025, used price for these Focus models range from $3,000 to $8,000, depending on year, mileage, and condition. For stick-shift drivers who want value and dependability, it's a sleeper pick worth considering. Weird thing number 2, the Chevy Cruze Diesel, 2014, 2015, 2017 to 2019 with manual transmission. This is one of the few compact American sedans to dip a toe into diesel territory, and surprisingly, it did pretty well. These diesel-powered models were aimed at efficiency-minded drivers who weren't quite ready to go hybrid, and they delivered impressive numbers without sacrificing comfort or practicality. Under the hood, the 2014 to 2015 version featured a 2.0-liter turbo diesel engine, while the 2017 to 2019 models used a 1.6-liter Whisper diesel. Both versions can be paired up with a 6-speed manual transmission, and fuel economy is where this car shines. 37 to 52 miles per gallon on the highway, with real-world reports hitting 50+ miles per gallon on longer drives. Reliability is generally solid, especially for the diesel variants. The engines are durable, and common issues seen in gas cruises, like coolant leaks or turbo problems, are far less frequent in the diesel models. Regular maintenance, including timely oil changes and fuel system care, is key to keeping them running smoothly well past 150,000 miles. Now, a standout pro of this car is the exceptional highway range. You can get over 700 miles on a single tank, making this a dream for road trippers and long-distance commuters. A notable con is the availability of diesel fuel. It's not hard to find, but it's not always priced attractively, and it can be inconvenient depending on your location. Also, emission systems can be expensive to repair just in case something goes wrong. Now, weird fact about the Cruise diesel is that it was marketed in some circles as America's Jetta TDI alternative. Ironic, considering it was launched right around the same time as Volkswagen's diesel emissions scandal, and that was huge. As of 2025, used manual Cruise diesels typically range from $6,000 to $12,000, depending on mileage and year. They're quiet, they're frugal, they're way underrated, and it's a true efficiency sleeper. And finally, weird thing number 1, the Ford Fusion Hybrid 2010 to 2020. Now, the Ford Fusion Hybrid is a standout in the midsize sedan segment, offering a balance of fuel efficiency, comfort, and practicality. From its introduction, the Fusion Hybrid has been praised for its smooth drive and reliable performance, earning a place as a top choice for those seeking a hybrid without the high price tag of luxury models. Under the hood, the Fusion Hybrid features a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor, generating a combined 191 horsepower. The powertrain delivers an impressive 41 mpg city and 36 mpg highway in earlier models, the 2010 to 2012. The more recent versions, 2013 to 2020, have seen slight improvements to 43 miles per gallon city, 41 miles per gallon highway, making it a strong contender in terms of fuel efficiency for a mid-size sedan. In terms of reliability, the Fusion Hybrid generally performs well. The hybrid battery and electric motor system are robust, with many owners reporting minimal issues even at higher mileages. Proper maintenance, like regular oil changes and brake system checks, helps keep the Fusion Hybrid on the road for well over 150,000 miles. An important pro of the Fusion Hybrid is its comfortable and spacious interior, which rivals some higher-end sedans. It offers a smooth ride, ample legroom, and a trunk that's bigger than many other hybrids in its class. Now, the common con of the Fusion Hybrid is that the ride can feel a bit stiff on rough roads, especially in models that have larger wheels. A weird fact about it, the Fusion Hybrid's Smart Gauge with Eco Guide system uses green leaves to visually reward drivers for eco-friendly driving, making you feel like you're nurturing a little digital garden. Used prices for a 2010 to 2020 Fusion Hybrid typically range from $7,000 to $18,000 depending on year, mileage, trim. Now, it is a reliable, efficient choice for those seeking an affordable hybrid sedan. Well, that's it for today's episode. I hope you liked it. Agree, disagree, did I leave a car out that you think I shouldn't have? Let me know down in the comments. Do me a favor, watch more of my videos. I'd appreciate that. Also, somewhere on this page is a link to become a member of the channel. That would also be a favor I'd appreciate. Take care, have yourself a great day.